Thanks for tuning in to Bourbon Drop. I'm your host, Myron. Today, we are going to go over the December bottle haul. One of those bottles is in this glass. It is a bottle that I have to pick up, especially when it's at a great price. It's one of my favorite bottles to pick up. Perfect price, perfect proof. Let's get into the bottles that I got. So if you are a fan of the channel, you have already seen that this bottle was one of my pickups, and it was my unicorn. Now, I have never had a Weller Full Proof. Shout out to Kevin from S&W, man. You had to have enough points to get these. Luckily, I had enough points, so I was able to get myself one. I can't wait until this review comes out so you guys can actually know how great that bottle is. I know that you've seen it on a few other episodes by now, but look, it was part of the December, so I had to put it back on the channel. I mean, that's what it is. I can't believe I left this bottle out. This is Weller 12. Now, thanks to technology, I will be able to put this bottle on the table for the rest of the shoot, but it'll just kind of be, you know, maybe skipping around a little bit. But anyway, I walk into the Virginia ABC and it was just sitting on a shelf right beside another Weller 12. I couldn't believe my eyes. Anyway, join me over on Patreon. You guys, I've got a bottle drop tier and I've got a bourbon drop tier. Bottle drop tier members, once I get up to 10, 3 of you guys will be entered in the chance to win 1 ounce samples of anything that I review this month or anything on the bar. Bourbon drop tier members will be about the same, except for you guys will be entered in a chance to win a 2 ounce sample. So 3 of you lucky winners will get a 2 ounce sample once I get up to 10 members on that tier. Also, whenever we do picks with the poor decisions, you know, it'll always come to Patreon first, and sometimes it'll roll out by tiers, and sometimes it'll roll out to everyone on the Patreon. Back to the video. All right, this one right here, I went from hunting this bottle down and not being able to find it to shout out Scott for getting me one when he was on a family trip over Thanksgiving in New York. Now, the reason why it's on my December list is because, yes, it was after he came back, and I did pick it up after, you know, technically within the December month from my man Scott. All right, 2, like I said, from hunting 1 to getting a single barrel, which was something that I didn't really think I'd see, because the Virginia ABC has not been getting the C924s. So to walk into a Virginia ABC and see the single barrel, I was shocked. I actually thought it was the C924, and when I walked past it, I looked back down. I was like, oh wow, that's that copperish gold top that they have. So I ran over to it, looked at the label. I was like, single barrel? I was like, I've already got a C924, and they didn't have any. Because like I said, when they come to the Virginia ABC, I'm picking up a backup to now having a single barrel as well. All right, so don't know if the other video is out yet, but shout out to the Bourbon Judge, man. He looked out for a brother. This JT Mellick is just, it's incredible. It is a rice whiskey that you would never even think of. You would like, if I gave you this blonde, I am telling you, you would think that thing is a bourbon. It is that amazing, that flavorful, savory, everything that you love in a bourbon, this rice whiskey has. And I'm actually gonna order just the regular cask strength JT Mellick. I think it was on Seal Box or one of those, but I've got to get myself one. All right, so this is a maker's pick. This is the toasted pecan or pecan. This thing right here, man, it actually tastes like praline. It tastes like sweet toasted pecans. Like the creamy caramel one, I don't know if it's because of the name, you know, just having, you know, something being suggested to you and then all of a sudden that's what you think it is. But that creamy caramel, it was right on the money. It was creamy caramel. This thing right here, toasted pecans, sweetened with like a maple syrup. Like I said, pralines all day long. Of course, our pick. So, our pick. Poor decisions. We did one heck of a barrel pick. These are just 2 half barrels. One is 17202, one is 412. 17202 is the cherry sex bomb. 412 is the chocolate hazelnut fudge brownie. And I'm telling you, everybody loves 17202 that first night. But as I've been getting into these things, I don't know, man. 412 has kind of been winning out for me, man. 412 has just been doing it. So I'm gonna put these right here because the table is, especially having these 4, the table's crowded already. All right, so let me make a little bit more room. All right, now this was one, shout out to my man Scott. When I picked up my C924, we hit a couple stores. One of those stores happened to be $9.25. This is the new bottle for the 4-year tumbling dice. This is the, I think, is it bottle to bond? No, it's just 100 proof 4-year heavy rye mash bill. I was actually surprised for like 25 bucks how good this thing is. Like, it is just at 100 proof and being high rye, it wasn't super spicy. I really liked all of the notes that it had on there. I am not going to say it's going to beat out my OF 100 as a daily, but like, this is kind of close. Not in flavor, because you know OF 100's got that banana note, man. I love that banana note. A little bit of citrus in it too, but this is not a bad pour for 20, I think it was like 25 bucks. I was like, wow. All right, let's go ahead and get what's in this glass. So this is the Knob Creek 1200 proof, man. I was at Esquire Liquors. Shout out to Esquire, man. They had it for, I think it was like $54.99, which I think is the normal rate up price of it anyway. Because I think that is also what Nix of Clinton has it for. But I mean, you can't beat it, man. I like 12-year-old Knob Creek coming in at 100 proof. Like I said, perfect proof, perfect price. Cheers. That is a perfect whiskey. That is just a perfect whiskey, man. All right, last bottle on the list. I know this thing kind of, you know, it was not on the shelves in a lot of places at one point. The Virginia ABC kept them on the shelves, but some of you guys around the country were saying that the OGD 114 was hard to find. And there's always rumors that it's going to go away, it's going to go away. Maybe one day it'll go away, but it is a powerhouse. I don't think Beam has any plans, any future plans. And this is just me personally. I don't have any inside information, but I don't think Beam has any future plans on getting rid of OGD 114. It's a powerhouse. You know, it's packed full of flavor. It packs a punch at 114 proof. Guys who are proof hounds, like, I don't necessarily want my daily to be like 114, 120, but guys who are like super proof hounds that need their daily to be like 114, you know, and above, this fits the bill, and it's cheap, $29.99. A bottle that comes in with this much flavor and this much proof. Don't really know the age of it, but this much flavor and this much proof at under 30 bucks, hard to beat, man. So I'm telling you, go ahead and put in the list below in the comment section what bottles you bought this month. And with that being said, let the whiskey flow. Never run out unless you head it to a drop. Until next time.